Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another story time on this channel. Today, y'all, I have a little blast from the past. I've been trying to brainstorm, and I don't know how I thought of this story, and I was like, I actually never told this one. So let me go ahead and give y'all the tea, because I know a lot of you guys like the story times, and it's just something funny to look back on. So let's get it. So, boom. I turned 21. I did not have 21st birthday plans like everybody else in their life. I don't know. I was working. I worked the actual day that I turned 21. So my sister told me I should come out to LA and we should go out there and like she'll find a place, blah, blah, blah. Because my sister's been out in LA. So I'm like, okay, boom. The weekend of my birthday, I ended up going out for my 21st. But one thing about now, why is it so hard to go out in LA? Someone tell me, please, please. It wasn't a very pleasant experience. It was like going to one place wasn't working, going to another place, $1 million to get it. We were like all around, ripping around the streets all night until when there was like an hour left before everything closes. We found a bar. That was very, but whatever, we weren't going anywhere else. So that was my first like going out experience. I thought I was going to go to a club or like somewhere like that, but it was a bar with like a dancing room. Eh, eh. If you guys don't already know, follow the channel. I'm a homebody to my core. I wasn't waiting on turning 21. I just want to experience it. That was my first experience going out like in that legal age. But anyway, like I said, wasn't that great. My birthday's in November. Now we're in December. I have a childhood friend whose birthday was also November. And in December, she's like, girl, like, we should go out. She's the opposite of me. She's every other weekend outside. Even before we turned 21, she liked festivals and stuff like that. And she's like, come out with me. Like, we should go to the club. And I'm like, okay, bet. Childhood friend, feel safe with her. Wanted to see if there's a better experience. Different city. So we ended up going. So the weekend comes around. We're gonna go out Saturday night. We're talking about going out. And so another thing about this friend, okay, what are we gonna name her for the story? I'm gonna name her Jada. I don't know. I just randomly thought of it. Jada is she's just Sagittarius as like she's just outside, free, spontaneous, always meeting people. So we're getting ready at her house, and she's telling me that she's like been talking to this guy who like wants to see her tonight. Obviously, she's not gonna drop everything and go see this guy for me. Like they're just chatting. It's like a maybe in the plan. So I'm like, tell me more, show me the messages, yada yada yada. And so she showed me this guy. She's saying they've been messaging. They met on whatever app. I don't even know. I don't even know. And she's like, yeah, like I don't know, maybe should we go out with him or should I see him like after we go out? Oh, y'all, like I said, I'm a homebody. I'm like, after? Wait, we're going somewhere else after the club leaves? Ends? No, I'm just playing. But obviously, I'm also thinking like she's not slow. Like I'm just gonna go with you to meet this man, and she's talking to him, and she's showing me the messages, and she's like, "Well, he's saying that right now he's actually with his cousin. Like his cousin is visiting, so like we can meet up with both of them." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Um, so obviously I'm like, "What does he look like?" Blah blah blah. She shows me what the guy she's talking to looks like. I'm like, and I'm like, okay. I thought he was, but I was like, maybe his cousin is cute. Maybe his cousin is cute. Maybe this will be fun for me. He even goes into detail. So obviously I'm like, visiting cousin wants to see us. I'm like, ask him what his cousin looks like. I'm like, what does his cousin look like? What does his cousin look like? But like, I think he's just saying like he doesn't have a picture or something like that. Are you trying to? Are you trying to set me up, little nigga? Like, what you mean you don't got a picture? You don't know? But whatever. Like I said, I don't even care about this after plot that much. The whole point is to go to the club for the first time, for the real time, with a childhood friend. So whatever, we get cute, we get ready, we head out, and we go to the club, whichever one that she wanted to recommend. We went. Why is that such a thing too? I don't know if any other people can relate, but when there's bouncers and like security that actually like check, like read your ID down instead of just like flash. I remember when I went to the bar in November and when I went here, both times security was like, "Happy birthday." Oh, so you know I'm freshly 21. Okay, we get it. We get it. We get it. Thank you though. Anyway, we go in, guys. Honestly, it was fun because I'm with my friend. Like I said, even more meaningful. Like, oh, we know each other. So we're like, hey, now we're at the club. She's fun. She's so fun. She's good energy. But honestly, y'all, the club, the club, it was kind of dead. Like even she said, maybe it's just the timing. Like I said, it was December. I know clubs are probably most poppin' spring, summer. I'm assuming. Because even after this, I've only been to the club once past that. So we were both thinking the same thing. Like I don't know, we came maybe around like 11 something, and it was like there was space on the floor. This club was pretty cool. It had like 3 floors. The main floor was like regular club music. But where it was packed, like we checked out the other floors. It was dead on, we'll call it like the American music floor, but on the floors down below with the Spanish music, it was packed. It was live. So we were switching back and forth between both of them. My homegirl's Mexican, so she knows the music and stuff. But honestly, it was more popping down there. But again, like, I'm black. It was fun to dance and vibe with her, but it was like, it was more fun on the level where it's popping and the vibes are better. But I was like, I don't really like know the music or know what they're saying, but it's still a vibe. And then on the floor where I do know the music, it's like dead and kind of awkward. And like, so it was cool. Like, it wasn't the best night to be at the club, but it was it was cool. It was cool. We were switching between floors. We were just hanging out, whatever, yada yada yada. And then I'm literally grandma, y'all. Like my feet hurt. My feet hurt. I don't know. Wait, was it Friday or Saturday? No, it was a Saturday. So I hadn't been at work the day before. But I like y'all. I'm in my house. When I like plots, I like to go to the movies, sit down and eat some food. Notice how all these things you can sit, like, I was tired. And also, if you've been with me for a long time on this channel or you watch my other videos, that was a terrible time for me. That was the year I got out of my abusive relationship. This was what, maybe 6 months post it before I went into therapy. When like that December, that holiday season was the worst for me. My anxiety was through the roof. Nightmares, barely sleeping, panic attacks. So maybe it was like also like my mood, because when you are like depressed and very anxious, it also makes you like tired. I don't know, y'all. So it was fun because I was with her and I was experiencing it with her, but I was getting kind of sleepy. And she was like, "Oh my god, girl, stop leaving us around." But then she's texting. What's okay? The guy she's interested in, we're gonna give him the name Connor. I don't know. We gonna call him Connor. She's like, okay, whatever. I'm texting Connor. And mind you, Connor and his cousin weren't at the same club as us. They were in the same area as us, where there's different clubs and bars and stuff like that. But the only reason they didn't just come with us is because they, or at least he, was 20. And like I said, we're freshly 21. How he gonna get in? But he's saying that whatever place, 18 plus, whatever place he was at was dying down. They're ready to leave too. She's like, okay, you want to just go meet up with them? And I was like, sure, let's do it. Let's do it. So we walk out of the club. I'm walking out, and my girl instincts kick in because a guy immediately comes up to me. And you know when you just try to like answer men's questions, but like keep walking, or like, you know, don't like stop and give them the whole time. Like that's normally what I do when I'm downtown and men like yell shit or whatever. I just either act like they don't exist or whatever they ask me, I respond and keep walking and hope they don't chase me. And that's what I did with this man. Mind you, he wasn't being like aggressive or anything, but I just I just wasn't interested. If you looked like Amine, if you looked like someone from the Marley bloodline, I would have stopped and gave you my full attention, but he didn't. But again, girl instincts. He's like, "Hi, you're beautiful. Thank you. Are you single? Yeah. Can I get your Instagram?" Mm. But again, girl instincts. I was single. I was downtown. People drink. Men are scary. I'm just like, sure. So I give him my Instagram. He's like, okay, bet. Like, I'll reach out. I'm like, okay. And apparently, the two man that Connor and his cousin like saw us at this moment when we were stopped and I was talking to him. So after, like, I literally turn around. Mind you, I don't know who I'm looking for. Like, I seen a picture of Connor, but Jada knows what he looks like for real. So we see him. Why is the first thing Connor gonna say like, wow, that's crazy? Wow, that's crazy. Like, cause we're stopped and well, I was talking to a dude. She's just being a good friend and standing there with me, talking about that's crazy. This is you guys' first time meeting, and I was talking to him. Slow down, slow down. This was just like his personality from the jump. Okay, whatever. We're like, oh my god, hey, hi, and then of course my first thing, I'm like, oh, this is Connor. Where's his cousin? Whatever, because he's mainly talking to Jada, and then I see his cousin next to him, and I'm like, oh, well, you guys look related. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That one was a little. His cousin was not my cup of tea either. But he was very, very nice. I will give him that. I do not have to bash this man at all. We're gonna give his cousin the name Tyson. He immediately introduces his name the way I don't even remember what his name was, y'all. I don't remember. Well, I don't remember either of their names. But I remember his cousin, when he said his cousin was visiting, he failed to mention that his cousin was visiting from a whole different country. Because as soon as he opened his mouth up and introduced himself, I heard a thick ass Jamaican accent, and he was saying he was actually visiting from Jamaica. I'm like, oh, that's like really cool. He didn't mention it was a different country. I don't know. The only time I've been out of the country is I went to the Caribbean. I went to the Bahamas. I really, really like Caribbean accents. I don't know. I feel like Caribbeans, they just sound so like nice and sweet. Like, I don't know. I like their accents. Tyson was really cool, but two things I also noticed looking at Tyson and Connor. Tyson introducing himself to me, Connor and Jada talking. My friend Jada, I'm a mini stallion. Like I said, I consider myself tall. I'm about 5'8". Y'all, on my license, and the last time I got an official measurement, which was I was like a teen. I know it's bad. I was 5'7". But guys, I'm 22 now, and I get around 5'7" girls, and they're like, "You're taller than me. You're 5'8". I'm just gonna say I'm 5'8". I'm tall. I'm like the start of tall. Jada is a stallion. She's 5'10". She's 5'10". And Connor is my height. Ah! I know. I know. Connor is my height, which means he's shorter than Jada, which means I already know how Jada feels about that. Which I don't blame her. I do not blame tall girls for wanting to be with tall men. I want a tall man too. Hey. And Tyson, the sweet cousin from Jamaica, is shorter than me. He's shorter than me. Still nice guy though. Nice guy, super nice guy. So obviously we're not gonna stand on the corner of a downtown city for ever. We start walking to the parking garage. Connor is walking and talking with Jada. Tyson is talking to me. We're just talking about random stuff. I'm like, how long have you been here? Is this your first time visiting the US? See, men need to take notes from me. Men are so mean, most men, not all of you guys, to women that they find unattractive or unworthy of their time. I told you Tyson was supposed to be the boy for me. He was not attractive to me and he was shorter than me. And I still see him as a human being because he was very nice and respectful. So, yes, I can talk to him. Just don't do anything, which he didn't. Like, I don't understand why it's so hard for like men to do that. Anyway, I'd say Tyson was definitely nicer than Connor. Both of them were moderately trying to be gentlemen, though. I remember Connor's asking, it's December, mind you guys, and it's like 1 a.m. I'm like, they both offered me their jacket. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm fine. The walk to the car ain't that bad. Whatever. We get to the car. We're all like, well, what are we gonna do? Also, two man, I don't know how you guys be doing it, but I'm like, like I said, this was my first, only, and hopefully last that I've ever done. I don't like how I hear some stories of how girls be treating their homegirls on the two man. I'm in the my Jada's driving. I'm in the front with her. The boys are in the back, as they should. Like, and I made sure to get to the because there's no you're not leaving me in the back with a guy I don't know, and like it's not. You gotta set the vibes from the beginning because I feel like I knew Jada wasn't feeling Connor that much either because of the height difference. So we had to set the standard. So what are we gonna do? Everything is closed. We're like, I don't know, why not? Let's drive to the beach. Drive to the beach. Again though, who's getting outside? Not me. But anyway, I'm down. Like I said, I'm just here for my friend. I'm here for my friend. We drive to the beach. The vibes are cool. We get to the beach. We park. There's no one around. I'm not gonna lie, it is vibes. Like, oh my god, 1 a.m. beach vibes. But again, like, who's getting out? Because it's December. It's December, and we're just all talking about random stuff. It's giving friend group. It's giving friend group. We're talking about random stuff. When's each other's birthdays? To Connor specifically, asking him, is he from the city too? Obviously, we know Tyson isn't. Asking Tyson questions too, how he's liked it in the US, what has he seen, yada, yada, yada. And unironically enough, it's so funny again being girls and setting the standard because I'm like, just some of the stuff we're talking about, it's so fun to be able to side eye my friend without, well, I was gonna say without the boys in the back seeing, but they might have been able to see in the rear view. I don't know. I don't remember who put it out there. Someone messy put out height. We're going around talking about height, no shame. And I was exactly right. Like I said, Connor, the man who was here for Jada, for my friend, talking about he's 5'10. He's 5'10. Jada's 5'10. I'm 5'8. He's the same height as me, but somehow he's 5'10. Okay, and then Tyson, the sweet cousin, is honest and says he's 5'5". Period. We're joking about that. Jada's talking about that. Connor literally makes that corny joke about talking about I'm not afraid of no tall one. I'm not afraid to climb that tree. Me and Jada side eye. Side they're both giving that energy, trying it, really trying it, talk about, oh, you guys are so beautiful, blah, blah, we're not afraid just because we're short. Be afraid. Be very afraid. These long ass legs can kick you across the street. Okay, I'm done. So we're talking, they're trying. Um, and I remember they started talking about how, again, like how it's Tyson's first time in the US, blah, blah. Like, we should go out at the beach, like, blah, blah. Me and Jada are both giving each other the same look. Who's trying to go out there right now? It's December. It's literally December. Anyway, we're probably all in that car for like an hour. We start getting tired. And then we started talking about going our separate ways, because what else we gonna do? Like I said, it's what, 3 a.m. now? Something like that. I forgot what time clubs close in California, because y'all, I'm a grandma. It's literally been so long since I've been to the club. So yeah, we're ready to kick them out. Um and I remember we're saying our byes, we're saying we had fun, you guys, blah blah. And Tyson is like, can I have your number? Never give men your number, or do if they have a good. I don't know. Something about like giving a man my number. It's like I feel like we need to start somewhere else. Maybe unless you're incredibly fun and I'm blinded. But I'm like, no, you can have like my Instagram though, because like I said, even though I wasn't interested in Tyson, he was very nice, very respectful on my first two man. So I give him my Instagram, he follows me back. Cool, period. Um, Me and Jada are just reflecting, as girls do, talking shit on the way home. And she just, it's like the same. She thinks the same thing as me. Like, it was a cool vibe. She thought Connor was good looking, but again, she's like, the height. Why did he lie about his height? I'm like, girl, I don't know. Whatever, yada, yada, yada. I get home. Well, we get to her house. I get a message from Tyson. Tyson messages me on Instagram talking about like, oh, did you guys make it home? I'm like, yes. Did you guys? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I'm knocked out. By the time we got home, it was like 4 or 5 because we also stopped and got food and we're up eating and talking for a little bit before we knocked out. When I wake up, I get up, I eat, I debrief some more with Jada, and then I go home. I see Tyson is still trying to like have a conversation with me. Hi, how'd you sleep? What are you planning on doing with your day? So like I said, I'm not that bothered because even though I'm not interested, like I said, Tyson was a really nice guy. I'm like, oh, I don't really have any plans. Like, yeah, I slept okay. I'm going to my house now, gonna get sleep. I'm like, well, do you have any plans? Is your cousin gonna take you to like explore more? When do you go back to Jamaica? Yada yada. And it's cool. We're just like talking for a little bit, but y'all know how sometimes like you just be want to have a conversation with a dude or like reply because like you know them and you're nice, but I could see very clearly he was trying to like keep it going and beautifuls and consistent, which is great if I was interested, but I was not interested. But sometimes I really think too the voice thing because I think he was going back to Jamaica in like less than a week, like 4 days. I'm like, I don't know if he was consistent because like he wanted to see me again before he left. He wanted to go out with us like again, or I'm like, was he really trying to like talk to me seriously? Because I'm like, you know what? So I said, I don't even blame you. I'm delusional. I'm a delusional bitch. I'm delusional too. My little out of state babes, like, oh, like we meet and we talking and you're so different. But I'm like, I can't be delusional to do out of the country babes. Out of the country babes. You gotta find you a nice Caribbean girl, a nice Caribbean wife. It's not gonna be me. I think eventually he kind of got annoyed of being left on red and he unfollowed me. But very nice guy. Very nice guy. Anyways, guys, that was my first only ever to a man. I hope you didn't watch the story thinking it was gonna be that type of two man. Cause what? Do you know me? Do you know me? But it was cool, guys. It was cool. It was not a successful two man in the sense of real fine shit, real found, but it wasn't bad. Respectful, random, spontaneous. As a homebody grandma who stays in my house and exists online and all of that, I need some of those little spontaneous nights. So yeah. Oh wait, I was gonna say low key. I've had a 3 man before with our other friend. If you watch Friday Night Plot Twists, that's a real crazy one. Um, that was the only other time I did something like that. And they ain't getting none either. But watch that story to find out. Anyways, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. This was just a chill little one for your weekend. Um, as always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Please check out any other videos on my page or my socials linked down below. Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!